If you feel like your life is moving but you are not, then this video is for you. Not because you are lazy or that you lack discipline, but because you might be giving away your power without even realizing it. Most people feel stuck because they are playing by a rule that they don't know even exists. Once you see this law, you will understand why effort alone has not worked and what puts you back in control. This idea actually helped me feel less stuck and more grounded in where my life was going. And this is not some generic motivation, but more about perspective. Before I explain this law, I need you to understand what you are. Imagine this. You are a small green dot floating in vast black space. That dot is you. Now imagine other dots around you, red ones. Those are people, friends, parents, strangers you see every day. Now imagine more green dots. Let's call them objects. This could be your phone, the room that you're sitting in right now, or your chair, any object that you can think of. So what is this black space that everything exists in? This black space is consciousness. Without it, there are no dots, there are no people, no objects, no experiences. This matters because once you understand this, something shifts. This law is called the law of unity. It says beneath all the differences that we see, everything is fundamentally one, which means that you are not a separate dot trying to fight the world, but you are this world itself in which the dots appear. You are the space the world appears in. Now here is why most people lose their power. There are two ways to live. One is called object referral. This is when your worth, confidence, and direction depends on things outside of you. Other people's approval, titles, money, and even attention. If your mood changes based on how someone treats you, then this is called object referral. If your confidence disappears the moment someone says something bad to you, then this is called object referral. And this kind of power is very fragile. If your power comes from a title or a job, when the job or the title is gone, your power is gone because your identity is hooked onto that job and title. If it comes from money, then it disappears when the money does. That is actually not real power, but more of a borrowed power. The second way to live is self-referral. This is when your internal reference point is your own awareness and not some objects which are outside of you. This kind of power does not beg, it doesn't chase approvals, or it doesn't need validation or titles to uphold itself, but it's something that comes internally from you. And here's the strange part, people naturally respond to it. And situation will start to align more easily, not because you are forcing life, but because you are no longer resisting it. So how do you actually apply this law of unity? Not as a belief, but as an experience that you can actually experience in your life. There are three ways that are used, and the first one is silence. Imagine a still pond. You throw maybe a small pebble into it, and the ripples spread clearly. Now imagine a stormy ocean. You could throw a school bus into it and nothing will change. That's your mind most of the time when thoughts are making this chaos in your mind. But when you sit in silence, your mind becomes more clear, and then intention has the capacity to travel even farther into the consciousness. The second way is non-judgment. Judgment creates constant noise, and that noise actually blocks your perception. When you stop labeling everything, you create space in your mind. And this is the exact space where the insights come from. And the third way is to be more in nature, because when you spend time in nature, you naturally remember harmony without even forcing it. This is not about becoming something new, it's about connecting to the part of yourself that has always been inside, underneath the fear. The part of you that does not need approval and which is not threatened by uncertainty in your life. So if you want to apply this law, spend more time in nature, sit in silence and observe your mind without judgment. And this way you stop reacting to life and actually start reconnecting with it. And then your intentions have the capacity to even create more good things in your life. So this was all about the law of unity. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to comment what you think about it, and I will see you in the next one.